Okay. All right. So 83 people responded, which is interesting because it kind of went down. It's been consistently like around 83 specifically. For some reason, last week it was like a big jump. So I guess people are not as interested in naming for some reason, which I think is really interesting. But still, there was still a lot of participants, and it was another close call. So yeah, let's get into it. So for this week's survey or last week's survey, we are focusing on naming Stress Storm Cloud Cat and Shy Goat Mountain, as well as figuring out their number one frenemies. So first off, for Stress Storm Cloud Cat, we had a couple options for their names, which were voted in from people on Instagram and Discord mostly. So we have Stormy, Frizz, Zap, Buzz, Nimbus, and Vault. There's a lot of Z's. But what do you guys think is the winner?
I know a lot of people really like Stormy. I personally don't, but
is it because of the Kardashians?
Yeah, it's like because of the Kardashians. I just think it's like too on the nose as well. You know, like Stormy the Storm Cloud Cat. But I know a lot of people like it, so I think that is one of the contenders for the names.
Okay, Mikey, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I liked, what was it, Zolt or something? I think something goofy like that. That feel very like butt cute to me.
Okay. Wait, what did you guys want? So there's your thoughts. What did you guys want? You wanted like that kind of name, Mikey. What would the name that you wanted be?
Will you give them again?
So Stormy, Frizz, Zap, Buzz, Nimbus, and Volt. And then I'll send it to you guys so you don't forget.
Nimbus is also very butt cute. Like if I was gonna name it on my own, I probably would name it Nimbus. I would say is probably the one I would choose.
Okay, Nimbus. Jovita.
I think I voted for Zolt. It's kind of just like, you know, very like quirky and like it's a funny like name that I think it's also very butt cute.
Okay. So me?
Yeah.
I like Nimbus too. I initially liked Stormy, but I was like, wait, Stormy the Storm Cloud Cat is a little bit too much storm. But you know what? At 34%, the winner for this one was Nimbus, actually.
Oh, no way. Amazing. Okay, so Stormy got second. Nimbus. I like Nimbus. I'm glad that's the name.
Yes, so it's Nimbus. Okay, Shy Goat Mountain. This one was really interesting because usually we have like a very like a top three, but this one, the pie is like almost equal all around. So it seemed there's like one obvious winner, but like the rest are all pretty equal. But yeah, so Shy Goat Mountain, if you guys are seeing their survey, you can check out the name options, but I'll list it out again. So it's Rocky, Billy, Pebble, Pinecone, Shelby, and Ridge. A lot of great goat names, Rocky goat names.
Interesting.
What do you guys vote for? What would you vote for?
I really like Ridge. There's something about Ridge that I think is cute. And Pinecone, I think, is also cute. I don't know. It's funny. I would definitely, like Rocky to me feels a little bit like too on the nose, kind of like the last one, a little. But I don't know. I have a feeling that one maybe got higher up, so I'm curious. But I think Ridge is my favorite.
Yes, Ridge is super cute. What about you, Jovita?
I think my favorites are Billy and Rocky, just because they're like, you know, catchy names. I think it's kind of cute. Again, I think Rocky is a little too on the nose too.
Yeah.
So I think I did personally vote for Billy, but I'm not sure how the result.
Billy is also like, I'm sure there's so many goat characters named.
Really? I don't even know where that came from.
What about because of Billy Goat?
Is that like?
I think it's a type of goat.
Is that a type of goat?
I think so.
Let me try really quick. Sorry. Oh yeah, you're right.
What was your favorite, Trisha?
I liked Billy. I don't know why. I love I don't know. I thought it was super cute, and I didn't even connect it being like a type of goat. But we're all like pretty off because the winner at 30%, which is a bright orange, I'm seeing now that I cannot confuse with any other color. The winner is Pebble.
I like Pebble. That's a good but cute name.
Yeah, it's super cute. The rest are like around like 13, 15%. So it's like pretty close, but there is one at 18%, which was Rocky. Cool. Okay. Stress Storm Cloud Cat's #1 frenemy. So this is really funny. There's obviously one character that people kept wanting these characters to beef with, which I thought was really interesting. At the last minute, they're not the same character, but there is one character that everyone was like, yes,
it's gotta be Claude.
It's surprisingly not Claude, guys.
I think it's Dulce.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think
that? No, just because like being the shy goat mountain and like the stress storm cloud cat, I feel like they're very muted personalities, and Dulce is like very chaotic.
I can see that.
Yeah. Well, Vita gets it. She gets the butt cute lore.
Well, I will say, for some reason, the top choice at first, okay, this isn't how the results came out to be, but when I first checked it last week, they were both neck and neck, and the top choice last week was Pico for both, which I thought was really interesting.
But Pico is like so unproblematic, you know?
Apparently he's problematic to like everybody. What is the problem? I want everyone to comment below. What is your problem with Pico?
Maybe it's because he's so chill and they're the opposite. Like they're stressed and Pico's just like, yeah, he's just a different vibe. Maybe they just
like toxic positivity is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah. I was gonna say I guess it's also like, you know, having like a type B, type A friend. Like when you're type B, it's like too chill.
Yeah. Sometimes people are too chill, and apparently Pico is. And Pico did end up winning as #1 frenemy for Stressed Storm Cloud Cat because he is way too sunny, which makes sense because Stressed Storm Cloud Cat, you know, the different demeanors.
Now we got to start using their names.
Oh yeah. Wait, let me go back. Yes. So Nimbus, the stress. Nimbus v Pico.
Okay. Nimbus and Pico have a little bit of beef. Okay.
Yes.
And what is their reason? Because I added a reason to all of the surveys.
Yeah, it's because Pico's way too sunny. And I think it's really that vocabulary that we use, like the way too sunny, which was like the juxtaposition for Nimbus's stress storm cloud vibe.
Totally.
Okay, so Pico was originally voted as Pebble's #1 frenemy. Wait, it's Pebble, right? Okay, yeah, just making sure. Okay. Was voted as Pebble's #1 frenemy, but it switched off last minute. It is still second place, looking. But the #1 frenemy that Shy Goat Mountain has is Luna.
Wow.
Interesting. Luna. Very interesting, because the reason here was Luna needs more reassurance than Goat Mountain can give. Maybe because, you know, Goat Mountain's too shy and it's like a lot of pressure to give reassurance, and it's just like the vibes don't work well with each other.
I can see that. I see how the shy and anxious like butt heads a little bit. They're like a little bit too similar, maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotional needs almost from both ends that they can't give each other. This is some real friendships, guys. I know this pair exists somewhere.
Again, that's so interesting because I feel like Pico and Luna are like so unproblematic, you know?
Yeah, I think it's funny that Claude didn't make the list on either. Like Claude is just like, yeah, people just know who he is, and so they don't beef with him.
I think a lot of people in the community actually resonate with Claude. Claude was voted like is like the second lowest on both of them. So saying
it's interesting. No, that's fun.
I'm curious. You said that the Pico was second for for the Shy Goat Mountain.
Mhm.
What was like the reason for Pico in the survey?
His volume is just too much. Like too loud, I guess. Like there's too much in general. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So now we have some lore to build from these characters. If anyone wants to write a story of like some like a heated situation between, we are open to any what's that called? What do you call when people write stuff? Like not like
fiction.
Fan fiction. Fan fiction. That's right. So fan fiction sounds weird. Like it has this weird connotation. Or it could be. It's frenemies after all, so we'll see what comes out of that. But this is last week's survey. What are we to expect for next week or this week?
Yeah. Okay. So we got Pebble and Nimbus. That's locked. That's good to know. Yes. I like both of those names. I like their frenemy situations. That kind of came out of left field. I think that's super interesting. So I submitted the order to the supplier to do the samples for both of them. We got back the fabrics just to confirm which ones to use. So they are starting the samples. We should get the first round of samples done. Usually they take max like 1 to 2 weeks. So I will keep you updated on that when we get them. In the meantime, I think we should do some more lore building, and I think we can kind of speak on that. So let's maybe try to brainstorm some ideas for what the survey can be this week. And then next week, hopefully it will be choosing between the two samples. Or I guess since we're doing samples for both, the next one will probably be feedback for both of them. So that'll be on the survey, like what people want to see changed. And then once we get the second round done is when they'll choose between the two of which one they want to see actually mass produced. Mm-hmm. So I would say this week we do another kind of lore building one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I think we could also use like the lore card that we have as like a base for some of the questions that we ask, because they would like help maybe design that, or like not design, but like help figure out those things. Like, I guess we have all like what maybe like a catchphrase or something.
The catchphrase is a big one. And then it's interesting with the burrows, because the burrows are kind of dictated by what their personality is. And so like stress kind of fits in. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know how if we want to just, if we get feedback on the burrows or if they kind of automatically slot into places. It's not really something like I think would be voted on. So I think the catchphrase I like. We can also do their best friend, because that's all a big part of it too, like who their bestie is. Mm-hmm. And they have their little like items, they're traveling, how they get around. We can always do those too. But maybe this week we do the catchphrase. I like that. I think that's a good one. I think that's fun. And then I don't know, what do you think for a second question?
I think the modes of transportation is fun, and it's like very quirky. Like, I think I would be curious to know how like the butt cutes get around. Like, do they have their little butt cute cars?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What does Pico drive? Does Pico drive a cupcake?
Yeah.
That would be so cute to actually design. Actually, that'd be really fun.
We have like the full public transportation situation of Quirklandia, where it's like
the public transportation.
And they have like float walks and wobble buses, but then individually as well, then yeah, exactly, like Pico has a little cupcake car. I'll show you guys what the other ones have. We can also start like introducing that as well, but that would be fun. So I think the question for this one is, it what transportation do they take? or is it what their personal transportation is? What do we want to do? Do we want to introduce go ahead.
Sorry, I think what their personal transportation is would be really fun and would showcase like more of their personality, I guess. Like for example, like Pico driving a cupcake car. That makes sense.
But doesn't Pico have wings?
Brooke.
Yeah, but Pico can't fly. He's too chunky. He waddles.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. That's so
that's
fun.
A whole deep part of Pico's personality.
I just think that's funny. From a car.
I think it's so funny that like Quirklandia has like has a public transportation system. It's like, why does LA not have a proper public transportation system? But Quirklandia has one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's important. You got to build it out. It's all about proper city building and world building, you know?
Who's the government at Quirkland? I just want to know. I want to know who their mayor is. I need to.
That's something I have worked on. I have part of the character I like built out as like the mayor of Quirklandia was a turtle notepad. And he is like super, super stressed all the time. And he just like can't keep a hold of anything. And he tries to keep order there. But his character is not fully developed. But I did play around with that for a while. Because obviously it's just like mass chaos and he has to deal with that all the time. Yeah. But okay, cool. So let's do their personal transportation and their catchphrase this week. That's fun. And then we will also do a new debate for the website. I think it would be fun to do a Luna versus Pico one. And then so we can have like that board start to build out and then we can kind of just show as that goes on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that'll be really fun. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. By the way, I know we had that thing in the newsletter like a week ago or 2 weeks ago with the Dulce's recipe. Did anyone ever share anything on that one?
Oh, let me check on that real quick.
I think this week we should also do like something new for Melly where it's like just like maybe like in a little announcement post like, hey, like Melly is dropping on June 4th, but May 27th, we're going to send you a code early. There's only 500. The earlier you get one, like the earlier number you'll get, and kind of just explaining like why they should do it early, you know? So I think we should add that.
Okay.
And then I don't know if we should do like a separate section also. We can brainstorm a new little character thing.
We have one recipe.
Oh, really? Is it good?
It's like bacon berry pancakes.
Bacon berry pancakes.
Is it
pancakes with bacon and strawberries?
Can you send it to me? Can you screenshot it? Maybe I could just make it and be like making a recipe based on something that our community sent to us. Let's try out your weird recipes.
It specifically says gluten-free pancakes.
Jovita draws a line at gluten-free. She's like, I'm not making that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like that one was kind of a heavy lift. I feel like when we do things like that, we need it to be very like short and sweet.
I mean, someone also sent in a recipe, but it just says cookie.
Great, thank you.
I mean, it's always interesting to see what people are willing to do. Sometimes they are willing to participate more. So I say we just keep trying and see.
Yeah, I think it's worth always like testing which ones do well and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. I think we haven't done anything for Luna in a while for a character section, so it's like I know when we were doing Luna's Anxiety Corner, we were providing resources like either YouTube videos or like a device. But if we want them to send us something, I've had people comment on like Instagram, like the things that like moments that make them anxious, but we can do something different. Or let me think about that.
We could maybe tie in like Luna introducing Melly or something, like where we want to do this more of like the Melly drop and what it is and everything. We could maybe how it's like her baby cousin or something.
That's cute.
I don't know. We could do like something with the cousin angle, like I don't know. Yeah.
We could have Luna introducing Melly, and then making it kind of like a joint, like in your feels section. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. I think I like the angle of like Luna introducing Melly. Just trying to figure out like how to, I guess, what would it be exactly?
Amazing. Yeah, and then let's send me any social requests and I'll do those. And then yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Was there anything else you guys wanted to go over?
Not specifically for today. I think this is a good, like, I feel like this is a good building but cute episode. And if you wanted it to like also be more, I guess, current with the newsletter, this would be a good episode for this week. And of course we like talked about other things as well, not just the survey, so I'll include everything.
Good to know. I guess we'll stay in touch. Let me know if you guys have anything else we want to go over or whatnot. But then, yeah, send me the social stuff, and we'll just go from there.
Cool.
Yeah, good to go. I don't know if Jovita's frozen or if she's just smiling like that.
I thought you was
She was just stoked.
I'm actually crying right now. Bye, Jovita.
She just texted my laptop just died on me. So
Wait, can we screenshot this? Hold on.
Yeah, we definitely got to screenshot this.
Oh no!
I got it. I got it before she left.
That was hilarious. What a way to end this conversation.
All right. Well, yeah, that was great.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you later. All right. Thanks, Trisha. Bye.
Bye.